and see
You
what
guys
happens.
are our
so.
guinea pigs. We're
Yeah.
seeing how all this works. Tell us when you start recording so we'll stop talking.
Oh, wow.
We never know.
We're just going to talk about Kevin
wants this to show us.
so he can listen to it.
So your core is ahead of his face. You're going to block him that way. Now let him get ahead of you and open your left shoulder. That's it. That's it. Now just stay behind him. Let him get ahead of you here. And just point to his flank. I'll let him pass you. Yeah, that's it. Good. Let him pass you again. You're getting ahead of him. So you're probably going to need to get his attention. He's kind of trying to ignore you. So I would ask him to get into a trot right away.
Okay.
To get his attention.
Trot.
And don't get ahead of him with your core or you'll block him. Open your shoulder. Yep, good. Ask him again.
Trot.
Good.
Trot.
Watch your core. Don't go sideways.
Hey, trot.
Good, Kevin. Now just point to his flank and keep him going.
Come on.
My mouth was getting dry. I almost couldn't cluck anymore. I was like,
Hey, trot. Hey, trot.
Look where he's walking.
Yep, yep. You got to stay behind him. Don't drift up alongside of him. So get him into the trot and keep him there.
I think Kevin
Hey,
needs to
trot.
hold the whip by his belly button.
Yeah.
Hey, trot.
Kevin, stay with him, even if I'm talking to you. Use the whip at your belly button to help train your core to stay on his flank. That's it. Now when he slows, give him a strong cluck. Right now. And you can flick him a little bit at his hip, and don't get so close to him. Let him pass you. Let him pass you. You're getting ahead of his face again. That's it. Now flick the whip sideways toward his butt. Give him a little taste of it, just a little bit. You can actually touch his rump with it.
Trot.
That's it. Yeah, now watch your core. Get right back on his flank. Core on his flanks. You can put the whip back on your belly button. There you go. Now keep that left shoulder real open so he's got room. Good. Stay behind him. Much better, Kevin. Now keep him going. Right now he's slowing down. Yep.
Good boy, girl.
Watch your core. You're ahead of him again. So it happens on those corners. So slow your steps down on the corners. Right now, slow your steps down so you stay behind him.
Trot. Trot.
Let him pass you now. Slow your steps
Did you
down.
see his core actually turned?
Yeah, yeah,
Trot.
exactly.
Trot.
It's so subtle.
Yep.
Trot.
Keep the shoulder open. Now slow your steps down so you stay behind him.
You're pointing at me, Kevin.
Yep, get your core on his flank.
Put the whip right on your belly button. That will show you where you're pointing.
But you know what? Sometimes that doesn't work because they just turn the whip. They don't know they're doing it. I've noticed that a lot. Let him get ahead of you so your core will stay on his flank. That's it. A lot of that happens because they're on a smaller circle. The horse is here on the corners.
Do you see how he's walking? He's not walking like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
He's walking towards the horse's head.
Yeah. So get yourself more behind him. Remember the idea of like he's a big giant wheelbarrow and you've got two big handles behind him that you're holding.
Trot. Trot.
No, he's not getting out.
Yeah, I think he's nervous
Oh.
Trot. Trot.
Okay, let's ask him for a stop. Draw your left hip in. Just wait it out. Wait for him to turn to you. Just hold your line there. Because you probably won't get a turn out of him. So just see if you can get him to turn into you and then give him a little nod and then you can drive him again. He's stuck. Go ahead and drive him again because he's a little bit stuck now. So come behind him You got to make an arc around to get behind him. Nope, not sideways, but you got to get behind him. That's it. There you go. Now point to his flank. That's exactly how you want to be walking, like you are right now. So remember, you've got like a laser beam between your belly button and his flank.
Okay.
Don't lose that connection. That's it.
That's good, Kevin.
That's it. Stay there. Don't go sideways. Yep. That's it. Now see if you can get him into the trot without letting your core go to his head.
Trot, trot.
Stay behind him. Much better. Now, right here is where it's going to happen. So stay with your core on his flank.
Good point, huh?
Much better, Kevin. Right now, keep it on the flank. And now give him a strong command. Don't go sideways, don't go backwards. It's always forward. Open your shoulder. Yeah, there you go.
Trot, trot,
Keep the pressure on until he gives it to you.
trot.
He's a 1, but he's like a 1 slash. He's like a silver slash. Watch your core. You're ahead of him again. There you go. So that's all you need to think about in this stage of your training is just gluing your belly button in a line onto his flank. So if it helps you to put the whip there to train you, you can do that, but you got to be honest with the whip. Right now you're pointing the whip to the right. Keep him going.
Trot,
Let him pass you here. Yeah, that's it.
trot, trot, trot.
Now let him pass you here so you stay behind him. Yeah, good, Kevin. Much better. Now ask for a stop. Draw your left hip in. Create that draw so he can turn in. That was a much better stop. And look at him turning to you. Good. Give him a nod. Good. I think you're going to get the turn right
Good
now.
turn.
Very good, Kevin.
Good,
There.
Good
Kevin.
job. You're way ahead of him. Look how you're making him stop. Yeah, let him pass you. See how he stopped? Because you blocked him. Open that right shoulder. That's it. Let him get ahead of you. You stay behind. Now get him into the trot again.
Trot, trot.
Stay behind him. And then let's just set a line and ask him to come in. Yeah, good. You caught that. You made your draw. As soon as he turns, you drop your whip and you face him. There it is. That's enough. Good. Now back away, back up. So you're inviting him in. If he doesn't come, you just go to his shoulder. Other hand. Remember, always the hand that's closest to his rump scratches first. Yep. Good. Now, you may or may not get him to follow you. Don't be discouraged if he doesn't. He hasn't been following at the end. You have to ask Chris about that.
You have to make a list of things you want to
I
ask.
know.
Because you're
Yeah.
gonna forget.
No, I won't, because I'm
No?
working with them all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I work with them, I see what the problems are.
I think it's because he doesn't want to end, or
We think that, yeah.
that's what I
that-
think.
But, and also, by the time Chris gets here, a lot of these problems might have resolved already.
That's true.
So,
If they did, that's kudos to us.
yeah.
Yeah. We're doing something right.
We're
I think we're
figuring
doing
it out.
a lot right.
Yeah, I think so
we're doing
too.
a lot right. I'm very, very eager, though, for him to come and you know, look at me. And
I
give me
want him.
directions.
I really am interested to see how he works with Sally because she.
Yeah, that's what I really want to
I
see.
couldn't
I think he's
believe
gonna
her
wrap her.
shutdown. Yeah, and then when we were after, we had some success, but
Yeah.
But
You
she
would
goes
think
through
that-
periods, like she'll be good and then she won't
And
go.
then suddenly,
And then she'll be good. So
See.
I think something hurts her.
I want to see him
Oh,
work with
maybe.
Sally,
When it hurts,
Brownie.
she doesn't want to go.
yeah. Well, also that she doesn't respond to pressure, and that's such a strain.
Yeah.
Like it's so important for everything, and I don't know what
That
it is, but
see, now that tells me that they've been mishandled, like Smoothie
Yeah.
was like that for a
Yeah,
long time.
they
They've
lean
been
into it.
mishandled, and the person thought they were telling him to do one thing, the horse gave him what their body language was saying, and then they got reprimanded.
Mm-hmm.
So then the horse is just like, I'm not going to do anything because whatever I do is wrong.
Right, because if I give to that pressure, you're just gonna
Right.
hit me.
Yeah.
And that's
Because it doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't do what a horse would naturally do
Yeah.
unless they've been mishandled.
yeah.
And that was the case with Smoothie. He would just lock up when you asked him for anything because he didn't know what.
Yeah,
You know,
because Smoothie is very forward.
Now
Naturally.
Yeah, now
So he
he's
might have been
giving us-
disciplined for being
Right.
too forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And they might have been giving him the cues to go
Oh,
forward.
you almost
like
got it.
leg on him, and they don't know it. Or,
He's
you know.
thinking.
I think
Okay,
that
so let's
happens.
go ahead and take him